Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into another Nexus Gaming Series matchup. Tonight, featuring Magnitude Aftershock against Bork side of the moon. Our map bans tonight for Magnitude Aftershock are both Alterac Pass and Braxis Holdout. Meanwhile, Bork side taking care of D-Shire and BOE. So both two-lane maps are banned. We're going to start on Tomb of the Spider Queen. This was picked by Magnitude. We almost got a full lobby here. 9:30 on the dot. Just about ready to get rocking and rolling here. I don't know if this is the correct Magnitude logo, by the way. Oh, it is. Okay, this is the Aftershock one. Because the other Magnitude team... Are they in B East? Are they also in B West? They are. Fault Shift. Oh, they have the same, like, logo, but the team name is different. Okay, that's helpful. That's right, I don't think I've cast this team yet. My first with Aftershock. Also, same with Bork side. I don't believe I cast them before either, so. Looking forward to seeing how these teams do. About ready to get on our roll here. Just waiting on one other player, and then we'll start drafting some heroes of the Storm variety. In the meantime, while I do that, I should probably get... Hmm. Let's see, aligned showings. Oh, right. It's actually supposed to be through showing time. Let's see if I did get an approval. Oh, I did get an approval. I'm dumb. Open house from 4 to 6 tomorrow. Don't mind me just going over my calendar. 10 o'clock meeting with pros. Alright, sorry, answering a bunch of messages. We got an all clear here from Magnitude and Bork side, so we should be getting drafting here. Alright, let's get to it. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Good evening, Variel. This team on the left here in blue, been around for a minute. I recognize these guys from... Actually, I don't recognize Link, but that doesn't mean they also haven't been around for a very long time. Surprise, NGS. The best kind of NGS. I wasn't sure what time I'd be home tonight, or when I'd be able to get to one, and I've kind of just been popping in the lobbies lately, going like, "Hey, if you give me 3 minutes, I can get set up and rip it." So appreciate those teams being flexible with my crazy schedule. I have to report my game from yesterday. I'm definitely not here for scouting purposes, per usual. Interesting bans here. We see a Tyrande and Stitches ban from Bork side. Meanwhile, Anduin, a little bit more standard, and Sylvanas. See a lot less Johanna bans this season with the addition of Pinnacle quests. And Silver Spy immediately grabbing the Blaze. So Falstad's still available, which I think is probably best in slot here. Instead, they're going to go for the Nazebo, and I guess Johanna... Again, we are on Tomb, and everybody knows my opinion of Johanna on Tomb. I think she's probably the best tank. Just being able to stall indefinitely, seemingly, for the objective. But we're going to see Lucio. So, a staple for Diet Llama. They definitely play a bit of Lucio. Let's see what Borkside's going to do here. I mean, Falstad, if they just go Falstad Joe, I think they just win draft. I don't know if that's what we'll see. Okay, we see the Maya from BLCY. And it's going to be ETC. So the front line is secure. And Lucio's going to have a lot of high-fiving to do into that massive CC chain already presenting itself. And that's even before we get potentially a Brightwing or even a Malfurion would be pretty gnarly here to play into that comp right now. Actually, I really like Malfurion with the Maya of ETC. We're going to see a Stukov ban, and yeah, there's the Johanna. Good decision. So, I don't know too many tanks that don't get farmed here. I guess Murden might be okay. It still feels pretty bad, and you're not really going to stack super well. Tyrael, not great. I honestly don't even know what you take. Oh, Nubarak still exists. Okay, that's fine. And we see Raynor. So, skipping right over the S tier, A tier, and B tier heroes, we do have a Raynor from Magnitude. Let's see what we get here. White Mane Orphea. So that is one heck of a wombo combo there. And it is going to be quite hard to get to the White Mane with a bunker available. Obviously, we're going to have Cocoon, B-Man playing the Bugman. But there's just so much front line, so much beef to get to. And it's kind of a... It's a dive tank with not a real strong dive DPS. Nazebo, Raynor aren't necessarily known for stepping forward. Thrall's going to help out the front line quite a bit. Late game, I think, will definitely favor Magnitude a little bit more, but I think their early team fight and early objective is going to be really, really tough. Wave clear's good, though, so we'll see. But let's settle on the map. Enough of my yapping. Tomb of the Spider Queen here, this best of 3. We're in Div B West tonight. Thanks for joining us. Mostly good portrait synergy across the board. 1 leader here, the different variant. I am also here. Here for scouting purposes. Beef is back on the menu, yeah. From left to right tonight, it is Magnitude, Aftershock, in blue. We have B-Man on a new Barak, Wraithling playing the Thrall, Link on the Zebo, Captain Roberts on Jimmy Raynor, and Diet Llama on the Lucio. From right to left are challengers in red. We have Bork, Side of the Moon, Silver Spy on the Blaze, Bacon playing Thigh Main. We have Smoke on the very happy cloud of Orphea, Blicky on the Maiev. Look at that skin synergy. That's cool. I like that. And ATD09 on the ETC. Ace in the hole, Raynor. Things in the deep, Nazebo. Alright, I'm calling it now. Red team wins. I don't think we have stacking Thrall. I don't know how. I mean, I guess into Blaze you're going to be able to stack. But here we have a pull. Not really catching much. Reset, reset. Wraithling gonna get a couple E-stacks in here. Silver Spy obliging. It's already 7 stacks. It's not bad, actually. Almost getting 2 full value E's. And now Blaze coming down here. Big stun. Isn't gonna be enough damage. Really nice body blocks here. Oh, not even close. Not even close. 45 HP in a dream is enough. He says close one. But not close enough. Red team already starting their hard camp as Nazebo continues to stack. Thing of the deep, it's not. Really? Oh. Nerd! You know what the talents are called. We call this comp the Big Circle. I like that. Blue team's still ignoring their camp, more focused on their stacks and their globes and such. But they're going to have to deal with this here in the mid lane. And ETC, I'm really surprised they didn't go on this. I mean, look at, Lucio is inting. Yeah, Lucio is inting. That is a crazy rotation for Lucio. And now I know you have, what is it called? Smooth moves? Is that plural? Okay, that's plural. Don't correct, they're perfect in every way. No, it's fine. No, I like to be corrected. Doesn't mean I'm going to listen, but it's fine. So first blood going over to the red team. And what's going on here in the bottom lane? I already have 18 stacks on Thrall. And here comes ETC looking for blood. Look at how tiny the white mane is on that mount. Just on that skin in general. It's a really, really tiny character model. Doesn't that look smaller than most? What's going on up here? Aside from bad camera work. Combustion is a very big circle. I mean... God, I hope not. Although, if you could ever get away with it, red team is so not aggressive. I can't believe they're just letting these rotations go. I think the ETC could basically be killing things on cooldown, but they really, really want Thrall. They're really not happy with Thrall existing. And Wraithling's gonna be able to get away. The ETC's still chasing him down. Alright. What's up, Line Bus? How are we doing on the Zebo stacks? Already 60. We do have Blood Ritual. Does that do anything other than give stacks on kills? Let's actually read. If an enemy dies, restore 2% of maximum health. Takedowns grant 3 stacks. If an enemy dies. So it's just sustain in lane, basically, is what it is. Now we have an engage finally onto the ETC, but Crowd Surfer OP, and he's going to be able to slide out of there. No problemo. Wraithling does like existing, but does also getting slammed by a Blaze Stun. Diet Llama here to provide a little bit of skates, a little bit of green numbers. Both teams are just kind of vibing. They both have turn-ins here. We have a little bit of engage onto Captain Roberts in the top lane. No more resets. Whitemane has a pretty full mana bar here, so they could fight if they wanted to. Blood Ritual is an ARAM talent. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of that opinion as well. I need to go back and watch the cast from yesterday. Yesterday was insane. Yesterday's B-West game was absolutely crazy. One of the closest games I've ever cast out of a lot. And that's not just clickbait. It could not have been much closer. I am impressed. I mean, Wraithling has not... I mean, he did die once, right? No, he hasn't died. Yeah, he's very alive. And he's already got 39 stacks. So he's well on the way. In my head it was 40, but it's actually 55 to get that next stack. But doing a great job of stacking. And that can carry late game. With Wind Rush at 20, that really makes the Whitemane kind of farmable. But we do have Rolling Thunder instead of the Elemental Assault. So a little less... damage, but a little bit more sustain. But maybe that with Vile Infection will be enough. And as the blue Web Weavers are descending here, nice engage, good cleanse as well from Bacon. You think his name is Bacon because he likes saving people's bacon? What's up, punk? Cats is my team, so saw him discussing Cho'Gall pre-match and got concerned. Yeah, that's probably... They didn't actually run any Cho'Gall. Nice stun there by the Blaze. Blicky going in, trying to look for a pull. Does have it available. But blue team fully out as level 10s were popped. And let's take a look at our level 10s for Bork's side of the moon. Now we have Scarlet Aegis from the Whitemane Bunker. So no combustion, sorry chat. Warden's Cage, Mosh Pit, and Eternal Feast. So yeah, it is the big circle comp that Gossamer had pointed out earlier. And as this camp is taken here, level 10s will be popped for the blue team. And let's see what we have. I really want to see an Earthquake here, I think. Although I guess Sunder isn't terrible. Yeah, I am happier with the Earthquake in this scenario. So it is Earthquake, Cocoon, Rainer's Raider. We have Ravenous Spirit and High Five, obviously, from the Lucio. Probably just likes eating bacon. Probably. But I like my version better. Boo, no combustion. Boo this man. Azebo had 131 stacks already. He's absolutely cooking, and they keep trying to kill Wraithling, and my man has got his he's got the mini-map on right now. He understands what's happening here. Raynor has used his Banshee, but no other ultimates have been popped yet. Let's see if that remains true. We have a camp pushing here in the mid lane for the red team, as well as the Spider. And Ravenous Spirit is going to be popped to help clear this out quite a bit. Blicky trying to scare it away, but Link understanding the situation. There's no way in heck that he's going to go for that. Spider will be fully cleared here before it even gets any damage onto the mid fort. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, not even going to get the wall or either tower. Top lane a bit under siege. It's a 5-man effort here from the side, and we get a chain. There is a cage. Cocoon immediately on to the Mayav. And Orphea just a little bit late on the damage, but Link may be caught out. Nope, instead they're going to refocus their damage here onto Captain Roberts. Earthquake not going to be in time to save him. And now Wraithling, for the first time, might actually go down. They're going to mosh him. They are tired of Wraithling shit. They are going to get him back to the Hall of Storms. The solo mosh saying, you know what? Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 6 times on my gank attempts, and I'm going to solo mosh you in the mid lane. And finally, the Thrall will go down. So, 3 kills to 0 now in favor of Bork side. 52 stacks for the Thrall. The Zebo approaching critical mass as well. And Anubarak almost got his 500 health. Meanwhile, the red team gonna get their second turn in here. Gonna be pushing right to left. This top fort, not long for the world. And it looks like we're gonna have a gank attempt onto the Blaze. Captain Roberts is gonna be able to stop him from getting away. I'm really surprised that that Q from Raynor didn't actually stop the stun. It looks like it still went the full duration. Now Blicky looking for possibly an engage here, but red team is full sending here into the top lane. Spider going to take the wall down as well. And with the time that they have created with a distraction in the top lane, both the mid fort and likely the bottom fort will be on the docket here for Bork side of the moon. Isn't the health 500 globes? Oh, you're right. It is after 25, but the regen goes up to 30. Because that extra 5 globes makes such a difference. Blizzard, what are we doing? The quest is dumb line. Could not be more accurate. Blue team does have a turn in here. They're going to need all the gems, though. Wraithling also has to turn in 1. They're going to be 1 short after everybody else turns in. But Blaze now caught by the wall. Going to have to immediately bunker. Ravenous Spirit has popped as well. ATD, excuse me, in the backline, able to stop the Ravenous Spirit for potentially getting a kill. Is he going to get out of here in time? Let's take a look at the cooldown. We have 3 seconds before he's going to be able to get out of here. And I think he has to slide back mid. Oh, I would have liked to see him come up here. But he's going to live anyway. So well done there. Saving the Blaze, getting out of dodge. And now with 55 stacks on the Thrall, he does get that increased movement speed and additional damage. The anti-gank pinnacle has been achieved. Let the regen scale forever. I agree. Like, why is Tyrael's unlimited, but you're gonna cap like a Nubarak? Or any of them that do that. Like, Joe's isn't capped. Why isn't Johanna's level 1 capped for globes? Why isn't Stitch's capped for globes? What's up, Yanthor? Blue Web Weavers will be descending here. They're down a full level, but they're going to try to take some buildings here. A little bit of an engage, but I think this is more just for show. Nice cleanse there by Diet Llama. Earthquake is popped, and that's going to scare the rest of the red team out. Yeah, that's going to make sure that no engage is coming. But once this Earthquake disappears, wouldn't be surprised to see with 16s, the red team full engage here. Even with this camp, I think the talent tier advantage will be good enough. You can see the ETC is trying to farm some, ooh, look at the damage here. Holy cow, Wraithling absolutely pumping. And now Blicky, 3-man, 4-man, high fives have to come out, and they do relative good timing. Nice Cocoon, gonna stop the ETC from having a lot of follow-up, but Captain Roberts is caught out. It's a nice Q to discourage a slide. And now with 16s, Bork side should be able to clean this up with ease. And red team's looking for an engage here. Nice stasis. Gonna need a high 5 out of this, probably. Really well done there by that Llama. See, that's why they're a healer player and I'm not. Because I would have expected the high 5 out of here. And he knew that there was no other CC. Waited for the Maiev. Really nice play there from Lucio. Wraithling, the 18th gank attempt in the bottom lane, but he's able to get away for the 17th time. And blue team is really playing with danger here. They really have no business being on the map down a talent tier. And now at 40 HP again, Dialama able to save B-Man, working overtime on those skates. Cocoon's going to come as well to further discourage any additional engage. And now only 12 away is Bork's side from another turn. I suspect that's what they're going to be focusing on here before they try to fight again. Are they going to try to just rip boss? I think they probably just could have... Well, their siege is not great. Their siege damage is not great. Orphea is pretty terrible. Maiev is kind of meh. But Thrall was shooting bottom lane, so they may have been able to get away with it. Red team now does get their turn in here. And you got to be very careful here now. That's your magnitude. You don't want to take a fight and lose. Oh, but this is a big mosh. It's a 3-man mosh, and the Q misses from the Rainer, and it's a disaster. 3 people will fall almost instantly. Wraithling next to go. And we finally see the full circle comp go online. And with the Eternal Feast, the Cage, the Mosh, enough to put 3 heroes in the gray on top here. So, if Spider's descending, this is surely at least a keep, maybe 2. We're post 16 here, they're up 2 levels. The Spiders are relatively healthy, and there's just a Rainer alive. I guess the Zebo is here too. Blicky getting in that, what's going on? Oh, they're chasing the Rainer. They're chasing the Rainer instead of pushing buildings, and I think this is probably the best thing that Captain Roberts can be doing. He's trying to mount. Oh no. Back to the Shadow Realm. Now they should be doing boss here. As soon as the spider gets cleared up. And nobody has turn in here for a while, so if this boss doesn't end, we are in for a late game Tomb of the Spider Queen. Excuse me. Okay, level 20 is just about to pop. Go to the side of Bork, side of the moon. They have a flawless game so far. 7-0 in kills. A boss pushing top lane. But again, the siege damage isn't great. They're going to have to rely on the boss to do the bulk of this work. And Maiev looking for an engage here that could potentially end the game. Instead, good stun onto B-Man. Unstop use there. Not going to have it available for that. Link going to use that Ravenous Spirit to try to clear as much as they can out of this. But the ETC is rooted, and now they get a full level off of that. Nice play there from the Gazebo. And this camp maybe getting the first building for the side of Magnitude. Not quite. So keep will fall. Let's see if they decide. Yeah, hopefully. Oh, they just cocoon the Blaze. He does have bunker available out of this though, but it could be. Okay, if they're just going to do that to take the building, they're going to run and take top. Smart decisions here from the side of Magnitude. Understanding the situation they're in. And they're going to be actually ahead slightly on gems and turn-in as well. As everybody is backing for almost no reason. Okay, they all decided to not. I don't know if that was them being silly. No Nazebo available, so it's going to be a 4-on-4 if the Blaze decides to come down. Nazebo is a little bit late to the party, and Earthquake is popped so that they can get out of dodge. And now it is very much a waiting game. If you're looking for an opportunity to run to the bathroom, this would be it. Go get yourself a drink, because not much is going to be happening here for the next couple minutes while we wait for Magnitude to get their 20s. And no team has a turn-in for a while. Yeah, I'd like to see Borkside at least put some pressure here with this camp. Don't want this cleared for free. Instead, they're going to go get the bottom camp as well, soak their level 21s. Meanwhile, Blaze on gem duty in the top lane, Maiev on the bottom camp. Smoke gonna get 5 gems in. They're trying to just turn in what they can, because why not? Don't want to die with any gems late game here. And really, well, it is pretty scary. Magnitude is only about a team wipe away from winning this game, because they have an Azebo, they have the Anubarak, and they have great siege damage. So if they can just get a 5-man, cutting through a keep and the core at 20 minutes in is not going to be a difficult thing for them to do. Asserting dominance. Wait, we still don't know what... Wait, what are we waiting for? From the ETC. Oh, he takes Bolt now. Did you not realize he had his 20s for that long? Alright, immediate Vile Infection. We have Rewind on Anubarak. Hopefully we see the... Well, I mean, if you're Earthquake, it should be Earthquake upgrade. I mean, Windrunner is still pretty good, but I think you want the Earthen Shields. High 5, so the anti-healing, which is going to be really nice in the White Mane, and Magnitude finally got there. I mean, we knew it was going to be an uphill battle for them, just based on the DPS profile. Here we have another 2-man Mosh, but it's a good Q this time from Captain Roberts. And now almost all the ultimates for the red team have missed. Let's see if Blue can go in and try to get some additional value. Just a massive Q here from the Anubarak, catching 4 people. And now here comes the cage, and Blicky is resetting like crazy. He is spinning to win, and everybody's at 1 HP. White Mane doing everything they can. But it looks like Bork's Side of the Moon is coming up on top. 2 people will die, both the Thrall and the Nazebo. And with 2 more dead, how long do we have on Boss? Looks like Boss is going to be up at 18 seconds. Guess he might have been thinking about Deathmatch if there was a decent engage on the towers. Yeah, that could be fair. I mean, they are so low here. Bacon does not have a ton of mana. But it is a Rainer, so they also don't have a ton of damage. And red team is going to be able to get a turn in. They're going to be able to get Boss. And unfortunately, I think this is just checkmate. I think you have to kind of full send into this. Wait. 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 They don't realize how low they are. This is a winnable fight, I think. Well, nah. Winnable is... This is a playable fight. Bacon has to full back. Wait. Anubarak, if Anubarak just sends it, Anubarak go! Anubarak go! Anubarak go! No! Damn it! Oh, that would have been amazing. If he just went, they win. Oh, he's gonna be sad when he watches that back. But this is gonna be a relatively free clear because both DPS for the side of Bork side had to go back. And I think they know that, because, yeah, they are really stepping up far here. The Zebo... Here we have a 2-man cage. That Llama needs to get in there and start giving people high fives in a hurry. Does so, but also gets caught by the ETC. And down goes Rainer. Down goes the Lucio. Cocoon just a little bit late. And the boss now wreaking havoc on the core, but I don't think they can end on this. B-Man kind of full sending here. Nazebo is still up and does have Vile Infection. The boss, though, is doing a fair amount of work. Rafling in the back line, providing a lot of peel for Nazebo to clear this out. And without a wave, it's going to be hard for them to end. I guess they still have bunker available. Okay, no, it's over. He just bunkers and it's over. Yeah. GG's. Bork Side of the Moon's going to take game 1 here. This best of 3. Congratulations to them. A very clean game overall for Bork Side of the Moon, despite the duration of the game. Typically a game this long, it's a little bit more even. But I felt that their draft was stronger early. And that proved to be true. Lucio just had too tough of a job into how much CC was there. And some great high fives, some great saves overall. Zebo Putting in a lot of work across the board in both damage, siege, and soak. But yeah, Big Circle ended up winning. Take a look at our talents here. Oh, debilitation. Interesting. So not even Epicenter. Wanted something more clever, but nah. Nah, it's clever enough. We are going... What map did I just see? Infernal Shrines. This was picked by Team 1. No, this was picked by, yeah, Team 1. This was picked by Blue. What is up, Big Dave? The Aladdin reference. Appreciate the 71 mother trucking months, man. Alright, we are just about ready to get on our way here for game 2. I think we just got one in bio, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Ooh, I should probably put who won the last game. Bork side, they get their hard-earned point on the board. Magnitude is now ready. Wait, never had a friend like me. Toronto ended up winning. Are you kidding me? We went to extra innings and they won. I hate it here. Why are the Brewers... Why do the Brewers keep throwing games? You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never... I actually sang that song in 8th grade show choir. So angry when he says that. Because they're the Brewers. Yeah, I mean, like... We're on like a 5-game losing streak. We started like 10-2, and now we're on a 5-game losing streak, so... It's baseball. These games don't matter. Doesn't matter till, like, September. And again, we see a target ban here, the Trond. The first of all, they banned them live this time around. Probably a wise decision. Magnitude looking to force game 3 here. Stitches is not going to be able to play. Let's take a look at where these teams are. Magnitude Aftershock is number 7. Bork Side of the Mood is number 6 right now. Both of these teams do have the option to move up here a bit. And we see an Alex Straza ban, which to me just means that they're trying to discourage the Mephisto, but if somebody really wants to take a Mephisto, and you can ask Xanthanarium this, they're gonna just take it. But instead we're gonna see a Blaze. Silver Spy stuck in Blaze jail all night. And now it's pretty good options available. Those wouldn't have been on my bingo card, but Varian and Anduin, the father-son dynamic duel, That's what we're going to see here. And very quick drafting ETC and Sylvanas. So this front line for Bork side, very confident in their ability to take Blaze and ETC early. And now I want to see Mephisto Falstad. No, Mephisto's kind of weird, Varian. It's still very good into what's being shown, though. That's a good ban. I was thinking Tychus here, too. Oh, they want the Orphea this time. Okay. Team Big Circle is changing hands. Ah, an old classic, the Dirty Bathtub. So what do you want from a healer here? Obviously you don't have Anduin, so you're not going to be able to pull anybody out. But I think Rhaegar is probably then just the next available. Try to get the Ancestral off in time. It's either that or like... I think it's just Rhaegar. Okay, it's gonna be the Holy Cow, actually. That's kind of cool. And Blicky grabbing Hanzo, one of my favorite heroes. I haven't played Hanzo in an ARAM in so long. I play like 500 ARAMs. I feel like I've played Hanzo like 3 times. And I'm not playing Quick Match. I don't care what you say. There we go. Somebody put some respect on his name. It's Falstad. Finally. But here's the thing. This can't be a Q Falstad. Okay? Now, I know Q used to be good, and everybody still wants to relive those glory days of Q being good. I'm begging you, Captain Roberts. Auto attack. Auto attack will farm. I'm manifesting the right build. We want a game 3. The fans want a game 3. And just like Christopher Walken needs more cowbell, we need auto attack. From left to right. It is Magnitude Aftershock. We have Link on the Leo. Diet Llama on the Anduin. B-Man on a Toy Soldier, a Varian. Rayfling playing Orphea, and Captain Roberts on the Falstad from right to left. It is Bork's side of the moon looking to finish up this game with a smooth 2-0. Bacon on Papa Uther there. ATD09 on ETC, Silver Spy on the Blaze. Blicky shooting arrows. And Smoke on the Sylvanas. I'm almost afraid to look. He hasn't chosen yet. We're waiting. It all rides on this. Son of a... Ah, well, GG. I don't want to be here anymore. Mom, pick me up. I want to go home. What's up, Waffle Copter? Varian is not a real boy for quite some time. And Bacon steps forward, looking for a stun, providing some easy CC. And a wise decision here from Bork's side, understanding there's really no pressure from the enemy team coming here. Rayfling cannot step up. Yeah, they have to go do their own camp. And honestly, with Blaze here, I don't even hate the invade. In fact, even without him, yeah, I guess we invade anyway. Nice stun from the Anduin. Damage is split a little bit. Good pull, though, from Diet Llama. But here's Silver Spy. Going to be whiffing a stun. But they will get the camp, and now Leo's going to be pushing a little bit here in the top lane. Just run this down. Take a tower. So, Good understanding here by Link. Meanwhile, Borkside gonna do their siege camp now, and then they should be heading to their hards here any moment. Varian close to being a real boy. We have Haunting Arrows from Sylvanas active now. And there is the taunt. First taunt, unsuccessful. But a lot of damage going out. Meanwhile, Sylvanas in the bottom lane. With possession now, and having black arrows. Oh, we just used fly too. So no fly available for this next objective here. ETC, the man with the big axe, hitting the man with the big sword. Both teams doing their hards right now. Red team slightly ahead in that regard. B-Man, master of the hive man. Wraithling has to full back, which means this objective should be pretty comfortably going over to Borkside. I'm gonna try stepping up here. Stun onto the bird, pull immediately used. And now Link is very much alone here. Taunt available, they do end up hitting Blaze quite a bit, but if Blaze lives, it's gonna be good, and he's not gonna live. So first blood going over to the blue team here. 30-9. Let's see if Red decides to play this. Hanzo is going to be able to poke with these scatter arrows. And there's a nice stun there. Oh, the Q missed, but it doesn't matter. Nice damage there, and a great counter kill from the Varian. ATD looking to go in, try to snipe some of these little monkeys, but if you're Bacon, I think you have to be kind of the frontline tank here. Blicky almost getting a kill here. Bacon kind of has to full send and die. He has to take the taunt and die, so he has healing for everybody else to try to go in and get this. Nice interrupt there. And now scatter complete. It's a 4-on-4 here. Both DPSs are marching back. Dai Lama's getting really low. He's trying to get away, but ATD trying to run him down. And that might be to the benefit of Magnitude. They just don't get it. Nice Q there is going to finish off the damage on the Leo. A stun from the Blaze. And down goes Falstad. And some of those stacks to boot. 3-2 in kills now in favor of Borkside. Winning a very narrow objective. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, a huge wave pushing into the bottom wall and towers here. And Sylvanas coming down to help. Bacon is going to pay for that rotation. Oh my gosh, the armor actually saves him. Oh my gosh, the Q? The Q is enough, okay. Nice damage though, again. Are we gonna get a counter kill? Wraithling looking for it. 12 HP in a dream. And Blicky will be able to get out of there. It's a beautiful route from Anduin. Again, the pulls have been really strong this game from Diet Llama. And it's gonna be a 1-for-1. Luckily, the Falstad can't lose any more stacks, because once you hit 30, it doesn't go away. But wait, does it? I don't remember. I don't think it does anymore. Unless I just haven't been paying attention. But I thought he's been on 30 for a while. Level 10's rapidly approaching for both teams. Varian's advantage on the map is starting to disappear a little bit. Nice unstop there used by Bacon. And now with Borkside getting their level 10s, let's see what we have. It is going to be the Holy Cow. We're going to have Dragon Strike, Wailing Arrow. So a lot of arrows going to be thrown in the direction of Magnitude Aftershock. Bunker drop. Ooh, Blicky taking so much damage there. Holy. I just realized now it's full Q build Orphea. Love that build. ATD is playing kind of like a madman. This is a man that plays a lot of cow, you can tell. Waiting till the absolute last moment to get their escape. Nice engage here from B-Man. It's going to find the Sylvanas, and with the Q and the Orphea damage there, that will do it for the Sylvanas. So nice pick. Good rotation there from B-Man. Getting a cheeky little kill there. They're not really going to be able to do much with it. There's not really much camps to do, and actually they're dropping a wave top despite the kill. The rotation. He's going to have it in one. Wait, he didn't... Okay. Blicky and Bacon. The double Bs, as they call them. Working on the camp. Meanwhile, most of the squad... Yeah, stacks did not go down. Okay, after 30. Okay. Hello! This time it's going to be Magnitude Aftershock first to this objective. And we immediately have an Entomb, but Crowd Surfer OP able to go through those walls there. And Blaze will be coming down now. And ETC does have Engage ready. Diet Llama playing in Narnia. The Masha's here. Going to be able to get one. The holy cow! Holy, you love to see it. The Light Bomb doing nothing, thanks to the D-Shield there from Bacon. And the Dragon Strike able to get to absolute perfection. And after the early start on objective here for Magnitude, Bork side sneaking in, claiming the rest. This jump is going to be really scary. Surprised to not see a lot more aggressive, play here after this. They're just kind of letting B-Man exist here for no reason. Okay, there's the Gust used. Actually, really nice timing on that. They had 13s and a Punisher. I just can't believe they didn't go for that. I guess they didn't really have 10s, but... Alright, so... Red team looking to get farther ahead. Gonna start doing camps here. Silver Spy immediately taunted, gets cleansed, but takes so much damage from the Falstad Q. D-Shield used, and now Falstad getting caught out. We'll go back down to 30 stacks. Varian getting Mortal Strike will help reduce the healing of the Uther. Doesn't already do much healing, but now the healing that he does will be slightly reduced. Leo could be the target here. Gonna have to press E immediately out of this, but it's a big Entomb. Here we have the Orphea damage, the Eternal Feast, the Uno reverse card here. Who's ganking who? Now Smoke's in a lot of trouble too. Rifling. Will he be able to get the damage out? The Q not quite connecting. And now Blaze coming in here. It's a 4-on-5. ATD does not have a lot of mana to be able to help this fight. Bunker's not available. The Gust, though, may have saved Silver Spy, who's trying to get out of there. Bacon does have Cleanse available if need be. Nice turnaround there from Magnitude Aftershock. Just ripping the Entomb, throwing the Orphea Feast down, and getting something for nothing. And now they're going to be able to take this camp and catch up a little bit on XP. Smoke is, oh my god. Oh my god, taunt that man! Oh, there's no taunt. I think the Orphea, if she'd just thrown her E with the taunt, would have been enough to kill her. But instead, we see a lot of damage coming to the face of the beef, man. Blicky, thankfully close enough to a wall where Entomb isn't going to do much this time around. He immediately throws out an ultimate just in spite, and Link will be the next casualty of the blue team here. But it's a Leo. You can lose a Leo. That's fine. Nobody's ever sad if a Leo dies. That's just the life of a Leo. With black arrows and a couple of possessed minions, this top fort is sent to the Shadow Realm. Captain Roberts does have fly available. Doesn't look like they're going to be playing for this, though. Maybe just take some of bottom. They really need to get their 16s, and I think with this camp and this wave, they should be able to get it, and then maybe they can try to fight for this. But ETC has to be a little bit careful of the taunt. And it looks like, yeah, they're just going to full give. They just got their 16s a little bit late. Still only has 134 stacks.
Red team has summoned the Frozen Punisher.
And Frozen Punisher. Falstad does need to come back, because he is most of the wave clear here with that Q talent. Rifling can throw a couple of Orphea abilities at it, but the team does struggle a little bit in the wave clear department. Nice Hanzo ult from the side. Next jump could be devastating. It's a nice pull from Diet Llama. Gust used as well. And this keep will still stay standing after the Frozen Punisher dissipates. And now with Black Arrows, Bork side wisely deciding to go take mid. Big stun in the backline. It's a crazy mosh. Are they going to get the D-shield off in time? Yes, they do. There's no Gust available, even if they wanted to. But they D-shield the cow just for prosperity. And it's another 3-for-0 engage in favor of Bork side of the moon, working like a well-oiled machine here in Game 2. And now comfortably ahead on their way to 20s, and with Sylvanas will be pushing this bottom keep. Surprised to see them not stay mid because next objective is there, but I guess they didn't really have a wave just yet. And their siege damage is quite good now with Syl, with Hanzo, with Blaze. A couple of Katas here as well. They're just going to take what they can get, though, not going to stick around and get greedy. Just softening up the buildings, getting all the camps, getting their 20s. And a lot of credit to just Bork side of the moon. Obviously, they're playing quite well. They're playing really well together. But this front line is always getting vision in a way that you would expect a tank to get vision. They're sitting in the right bushes. They're always clearing things. This is just really, really smart play from the front line here of Bork. Not trying to show on waves very much. Like this. Like, this is great. This is great play. Alright, they're not level 20s yet. Let's see if they try to force something. Captain Robbins looks like he wants to try to get a Gust. But one thing you can't really do is E over the wall and Gust, because then you know your E is down and you just kind of explode. B-Man does get abducted from the ETC. The red team wisely not giving them the fight that they wanted. The level 20s for Magnitude are scary. Having Gust upgraded at 20, having Silence and Tomb, those can just kind of win games on their own. But they have to get there, and they have to live through this next shrine, which they're not going to be able to do much to. By not do much, I mean they really can't even step up to play this at all. Down 20s. It is Redemptions. this could be really bad. They get a nice entomb. They're going to get the damage onto Uther, and he actually gets caught out. Not going to have Holy Cow this time around. The Gust and the Pull are going to be able to negate some of that damage, but Uther, excuse me, B-Man in the back line is taking a lot of damage. Now Falstad, though, gets caught out. Bunker going to be used. D-Shield used as well. And Wraithling's in the back line trying to will his team to a victory. And he only made it stronger by killing the Uther, because unfortunately that's going to heal up the Hanzo quite a bit. It's a 2-for-1 in favor of Bork side. Falstad will be up kind of relatively in time to defend this. I think that was best case scenario for Magnitude to get such an early pick there. They got the Uther, but the Redemption obviously was popped, so he's able to come back. Not going to have that for another couple of minutes. Mortar Punisher is brutal to deal with here 20 minutes in. But it should be holdable. This should be a very holdable. Would like to see this catapult cleaned up quick, but I don't think there's going to be any way for them to do it. Leo should be tanking this. Now with level 20s, we have the Silence Entomb. We have the upgraded banner. Censure is going to be able to stun the ETC from any of that nonsense. And with no Uther here, yeah, it looks like Red Team's just going to take this other keep. Let's see if they try to stick around. It doesn't look like they want to, and I think that's the right decision. Don't want to give Magnitude any opportunities to get a cheeky little Entomb on the way out the door. Instead, they're just going to paint the map red and wait for the next objective. They're very much in the driver's seat on the map. They don't have to panic. They can play to their advantage here. Captain Roberts, though, is kind of caught out. B-Man is taking a lot of damage, and the Mosh in this backline is solo. But the Entomb is even good, and now here we have the Eternal Feast. The Blaze is going to be the first to fall. It's a nice D-Shield, but it's onto the Uther. B-Man low, Link is low. But Captain Roberts able to provide enough damage to actually kill the cow. Beef is everywhere. Link looking for a kill onto Bacon, but not going to find it. Wraithling could actually go in on this, should he decide to. And Captain Roberts flies in directly into the middle of the team fight here. And is marching forward with a vengeance. They are going to kill the Uther. Wraithling now, as long as he hits his Qs, will get a kill. Uther providing a little bit of healing as well. And it's a 3-4-2. This time, in favor of Magnitude Aftershock. They have to clear this top lane to save what remaining keep they have, but I don't think they're going to be able to. And now it is all keeps down. And they got some work to do. Magnitude's got some work to do. They've shown some life, though, in these last couple of team fights. You can see what the combo can do when they're taking the fight to the enemy as opposed to getting engaged on. Negating the Holy Cow. Getting a nice Entomb. Throwing the Eternal Feast on the top of it. And now we have Gust available to disengage from any shenanigans. Sonic Arrow scouting this out. They do have the Dragon available, so they decided to pop it. And the rest of Magnitude is just going to cheer on Link as he solos the camp. Blaze is clearing mid. Sonic Arrow going to spot Wraithling using most of their spells on this camp. 75, or it's 80. Okay, so 80 heroes. Catapult and a camp do need to be cleared up. Can I whisper them? ATD looking potentially for a flank. But none of the team is with him. Yeah, and he's going to have to get out of here. And the waves are about as good as they can be without having any keeps. Let's see if the blue team here can win a decisive fight. Engage immediately onto Varian. Entomb is used onto him, but it's only going to catch one people. Now we're going to have the Gust disengage the ETC, but B-Man has already taken so much damage, I don't think he's going to be living much longer. Link, gonna fall, and here we have another Holy Cow with the Crowd Surfer. And that is going to do it. It's all for nothing. You're good, Deadwish. GG, well played, is going to be coming out. And Bork, Side of the Moon, going to be winning 2-0 here after very decisive level 20, post-level 20 fight. GG's. Leading the way in damage for the side of Bork side. It is Blicky on the Hanzo. Orphea right behind for Magnitude. Several Holy Cows proving to be the difference maker for Bork's side of the moon. Soak relatively clean, relatively the same rather. Both Blaze and Leo in this game. Dun, 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 dun. Healing number is about the same as well. Great pulls all game from Anduin. But the wombo combos that Borkside had from both games, truly. Game 1, Team Circle, very strong. Game 2, very much the same thing. Let's take a look at our talents as well. Obviously, you know my opinion of Q-Build Falstad. I think auto attack just provides so much more pressure, especially into the cow. That didn't go block party. Cow would just melted. Just taunt, 3 autos, and he's dead. But they put up a fight. Much more competitive game than game 1. And with those additional points, we're going to see Bork's Side of the Moon jump up to a tie with Cats on my keyboard, who we saw yesterday. So both Cats and Dogs are going to be tied at 20 points apiece. Meanwhile, Magnitude is going to remain in 7th. With, I think, just 1 week left to go. I think we only have 1 more week before the tournament starts. Which is crazy. We're getting down to it. The season is winding down. Summer is almost here. Very excited to get back outdoors. Start doing outdoor activities again. Anyway, we'll update the scoreboard. There you go. And I don't believe anyone else is casting tonight. Bunch of games tomorrow. Let's take a look at who we have on the docket. The other Magnitude team plays tomorrow. Beat Gen El Clasico against Gilly Shark at Bingo Night. That might be a contender for tomorrow night. I'll see what time I get home. I have a show, or a open house until 6, and then I'm doing a showing at 7. And maybe I'll be home by 8:30 to do that. Anyway, I'll decide that later. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Wanted to see the Magnitude clan coming out, and all you utter degenerates to support these two teams. Congratulations again to Bork Side of the Moon. 2-0 victory over Magnitude Aftershock. Until next time, be good to each other.